Hey y'all, welcome back to the Comfy Couch. It is Siobhan, proud owner and host of the Comfy Couch on the Regular Network. Let's hop straight into our episode for today. Let's go. Our episode for today is about triggers. Huh? Did somebody say, tell Alexa to play Triggered by Janae? Okay, we can do that. Okay? But really, let's not do that. Let's talk about how we need to look for our warning signs, how we need to pay attention to when we get triggered, what happens to our bodies, what happens to our mind, our feelings, our emotions, how we take them out on other people, or if we seclude them to ourselves. Let's talk about it. Do you know what makes you triggered? If you don't know, you need to find out. Why am I telling you this? Triggers come in all way, shapes, forms, sizes, prizes, all things, y'all. We have to be very, very intuitive when it comes to what makes us tick. And when I say tick, that's another form of saying what makes us trigger. Are you triggered by or startled by a loud sound that makes you do something else? It can be something as subtle and simple as that, or it can be very grand to when you see a flashback in your mind. I'm going more on PTSD terminology, and you can get triggered and you can start to hyperventilate. You can start to break out in cold sweats. Your body can start to shake. You can start to feel yourself panicking and then about to have an anxiety attack and just completely about to go AWOL. It is so much that goes into learning and being aware of your environment so that you don't get triggered. Now, being triggered is inevitable. Eventually, it's going to happen. What this session is about is how we can control it. Yes, there is a way to control it. You want to know how? Lean in. I'll tell you. You have to remain calm. It sounds like a cliche. Y'all probably was waiting for me to say some elaborate, grand thing, the top of Mount Kilimanjaro, and then come walk back down. I wasn't going to take y'all that high. I'm going to tell you the truth. Calmness. If you have not already established healthy pathways, segues, or avenues to know how to center your ideas, your thoughts, and your emotions to be calm when all heck is breaking loose, we got to work on it. If you do know how to do that, my friend, kudos, you can pass the test of time, okay? Because when those moments and those situations come, now, normally, since we're talking from a spiritual sense, it's going to be the enemy that is going to try to get real good and deep within the veins of your ears and throw you off. You know, what's in our ears is something that centers us, and it can throw our equilibrium off if we not right, okay? When he whispers, he does that. It throws us off in a spiritual sense, and we start to have heightened thoughts, emotions. We're ruminating on things that happened 15 plus years ago. We're taking it out on our children. We're taking it out on coworkers. We're taking it out on our parents, friends, foes, anybody that is in hindsight of when the trigger alarm goes off up here, you can get it. I can say that because when I was not established and being calm, because it took me a very long time to know what peace was. My God, I know who peace is. I just wasn't allow him to be who peace was on the inside of me because I was so chaotic. So until I figured out what peace was and is and what he can do, I was a hellion. Yes, let's tell the truth. Absolutely a ticking time bomb. I can honestly say I was the person that started your triggers. Am I happy about that? Absolutely not. Can I tell the truth about it? Absolutely yes. And I will, because somebody else out there is going to look at this and say, okay, you know what? That's probably me. I need to change. If I could do it, y'all, you could do it seriously. I was the one that would push and push and push and push and pull. I would pull it up out of you until it was soaking out of your pores. And then when you popped off, I was looking at you like, gotcha. Now, you may not be like me. You may not be the trigger starter. You may not initiate things in life. That is okay. Don't be like that, okay? If you're someone who is constantly getting attacked with triggers, let's have this safe conversation about how you should learn how to calm down. It really works, it's tried and true. When you start to feel yourself go into one of those modes, it is absolutely healthy to be still. Yes, I heard y'all. I heard y'all when I said be still. I heard y'all say, "How is that possible? When you're having an anxiety attack, you're all flustered and you're going." Let me tell you, the reason why your anxiety and your adrenaline keeps pushing and rushing is because you're moving. Not only are you physically moving, mentally, your mind is going 1,000 miles per millisecond. So think about how fast your mind is going with your thoughts because something or someone has triggered you. And then realize what's happening to your body. It's starting to wreak havoc and it's starting to tell your mind in conjunction to say, listen, we're working together. Let's go at a fast pace until we burn out. Until something happens, until we run in the middle of traffic, until we get hit, something of that sort. Yes, people really have had a trigger and they have walked out their house like rambunctiously and done some stuff, okay? I wasn't making that up. That's really real for some people when they get triggered. We have to learn how to sit still and remain calm. Remember what I said in the beginning. In order to learn how to do that, you have to know peace. You have to get peace. You have to eat peace, okay? Like we be eating these pieces of chicken, southern chicken, okay? Southern chicken, Church's chicken, Bojangles down south though. When we be eating like that, we got to eat peace like that, seriously. Because what it does is in those moments when something or the assailant walks past us and we get triggered, instead of saying, oh my God, I'm about to freak out because he's in the room, he's the one that touched me, it can be I'm going to remove myself before I escalate. Okay? Because yes, assailants be walking in at the family reunions. And because we haven't purged ourselves and told the truth because of fear, we will sit there and let people torment us. And that is absolutely not okay. Let's pause right there. If it is something deep and seriously dark like that that has happened to you and you have not gotten that off your soul or off your conscience yet, or even forgiven the person. Yes, I said it. Or even forgiven the person whom did these things to you. Please, by all means necessary, seek help. Seek help. Seek someone that is a safe space and a safe place that you can just let it out and tell your truth about the incident so that it can free up room. You know those terabyte things that you have to plug into the computer so that you can take off what's on your natural RAM of the laptop to put it on there to move more space? That's how we have to move trauma. That's how we have to move PTSD. That's how we have to move all of the stress. Seriously, we have to move it out. That's how we have to move these triggers. We have to move them and delete them. Not keep them and look at them and say, I made it over. Delete it. Because what are we storing it for? Let me ask you this. And if you answer no, get rid of it. Is it taking up healthy space? No. Can we go back, pull it up, look at it, and be happy about what we're seeing that we saved on this laptop? No. Is it going to help better our future or our children's future or niece, nephew, auntie, uncle, cousin, whoever you are or whoever you may be? Is it going to better anybody underneath you that's coming up for a generation? No. Because of no's to all three, no, it ain't gonna work. Get it off your laptop, put it on your drive, and throw the drive away. Yeah, them drives be costing $50, but I would rather throw $50 away than to throw my soul away and to continuously wake up every day hurting because I didn't speak up about who hurt me. Okay? I should say that again, but I was talking too fast. Okay? Seriously, y'all. Remaining calm during triggers. Anxiety lives in our chest, okay? It lives in our upper torso. So if you feel panicky, or if you feel like you're about to shift gears and go into panic, or shift gears and have a PTSD moment, and shift gears and go into fight or flight and you're freaking out, you have to listen, sit up, and open your chest up. Yes, I know what you're saying. In the moment when I'm freaking out, how's that gonna work? We have to train our thoughts to go against the negative ones that we have created or that was generated for us. Because some of the thoughts that we think absolutely did not come from us. They came from the enemy, perpetuating down bloodlines and things like that. Generational curses are real. I hope y'all believe in them because they are real. And those things happen to where we feel like we can't face anything or we can't fight anything. But the devil is a liar. So, yes, sitting up and opening up your chest instead of being concave down, it actually helps. Helps. I don't care if you got to get back against the wall and just slide down the wall like one of those slow dramatic dramas, romance dramedies, whatever they be calling it, and just do your thing right there and cry it out. At least you're safe. At least you didn't hit anyone. At least you didn't harm anyone. My people, where I used to work, we have seen the worst of the worst anxiety attacks that ended up in people almost getting their lives taken because they were triggered. It's not funny. It's absolutely not funny. Because of the mental health institution, they would hear one sound and go to claw one of our coworkers' eyes out. It's serious. Would go to throw people, break chairs, break tables, break windows, run out the door. Completely odd stuff that you don't ever want to see in your life that we have witnessed because they were triggered. The number one thing that really triggers a person, wait for it, wait for it, wait for it, tone. 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 And if you don't believe me, I ain't gonna say put yourself in a situation to try it out, but I'm telling you, pay attention to people who you know has triggers and see if a tone is what escalated them. I personally myself, as I admitted in the beginning, I was the one that caused the triggers. Now that I'm not like that anymore, 1,000 years removed, amen, thank God. I can say that when I was in that space of allowing people to trigger me, it would be their tone. Why do you think that you have to yell? Why do you think that you have to talk to me in this manner? And when I would hear it, it would just make me go back to the very angry and rageful 12-year-old. And as a woman, she would start to come up because of what I experienced and what I heard. It made me say, I can't fight as a 12-year-old. Let me use my mouth to tear somebody up. Triggered. And as soon as I heard the tone in my mind of how they disrespected me, now how you feeling disrespected at 12? Stop that. I was saying that for me, not for y'all. But no, seriously. When I heard the tone that was coming after me, I said, I can't put my hands on you, but I bet you I can slice you up with this mouth. And I would be so triggered to the point to where I would be so disrespectful. And I would come so out the pocket that you would be looking at me like, you about to be underneath the jail, underneath the grave. Who are you talking to? Defense mechanisms, y'all. Yes, our triggers hide some of our defense mechanisms. What are you defending? Who are you defending? Who has made you, or what has made you put that shield up to the point to where you constantly are reminded and remain in a field of triggers? Triggers can be like a landmine if you don't clean them out. You're not safe anywhere you step. And as soon as you step in the right place that you think, boom, blown up. Head over here, neck over there. Seriously, what physically happens to people is what intrinsically happens to us. And we have to start taking care of our minds. We have to really be endowed to take care of our minds. They are absolutely so important. And I absolutely do not want to see anyone else dwindle when it comes to not knowing how to properly handle when you're triggered. Practice breathing exercises. Remember when I said to open up your chest because it lets that air in? Yes, your breathing exercises. Practice going outside to get some air. Practice not trying to get towards your anger first or your sadness first when you're triggered, but going to write, going to sing, going to dance, going to pick up the phone and instead of gossip saying, "Hey, I'm triggered at this moment. Could you please sit with me these next 5 to 10 minutes and talk me through it, pray me through it, calm me down?" Those really work. Talk therapy, if it's not a severe trigger, talk therapy for triggers work. I'm telling you what I have witnessed. To talk it out helps every piece of you from the top to the bottom. When you talk through that trigger, you start to open up and you start to unlock what has hurt that little girl or that little boy. And then you sit and look at yourself like, whoa, did I really open up and say that during one of my episodes? And I would be looking at my clients like, yes, that really happened. 99% of the time, 99,000%, 99 zillion percent of the time, when I say, yes, that happened, you open up. How do you feel? They get up and they tell me, I feel lighter. I feel 1,000 times better. I didn't even know that I can be this calm during an episode, during a trigger. But I didn't know. And I'm like, talking really helps. So you should do it more. It looks good on you. Talking looks good on ya. Talking looks good on y'all too. Seriously, we have to learn how to do it. If we don't learn how to do it, we are going to be raising children that know exactly how to trigger people, like I did, or know exactly how to shut their mouths when something is going on the inside of them that they can't explain. That's not healthy, and we don't want to do that. Okay? All right, any questions, comments, concerns, please do not hesitate to email us at thecomfycouchllc1@gmail.com. I am on Facebook at The Comfy Couch with my logo, my little pink couch, and my 2 green plants. I am on Instagram at The Comfy Couch LLC1. Na, 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 na. And I am here on The Regular Network at The Comfy Couch. Shout out to Kilo. Thank you for everything that you're doing. If no one told you that they loved you today, what am I about to say? If no one told you that you are more than a conqueror and that you are going to get through this season of triggers, that you are going to maneuver the fact that you can and shall and will be calm, I am here to tell you that I love you, and I am here to congratulate you because you are actually graduating. Dun, 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 dun. I forgot the music, but still. Yes, you are going to be graduating and learning how to use these tactics for yourselves, for in these very precise strategic moments that can be detrimental for some of us. You are going to tell yourself, I do not have fear. I am not fearful. I have peace right now. I can be calm. I shall be calm. All is well. Listen, sometimes you just got to put an affirmation where it's a lot of chaos. Speaking to your atmosphere is a real thing, y'all, and it absolutely works. It really works. You feel triggered, you feel an episode coming on. I will not regress. I will confidently move forward. I will take out this pen and write on this piece of paper about what's about to go on. I will reach out for help, The Comfy Couch. I will call and speak to someone. It will not take control over me. Daily. Me and my daughter, we say our affirmations daily because we set the tone for our day. We say affirmations at night, more prayer and scriptures, but we set the tone for our night. We have to learn how to cover our spirits. And in doing that, we can stop all of these random triggers and have happy lives, okay? All right. I love you guys. I will see you for the next session. Have a great day.